Arizona Cardinals currently right now are in an absolutely interesting position. As of right now, they're 6-4 in their bye week. You got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks, and then you got the Rams taking on the Patriots. What do the Arizona Cardinals need to do to sustain their success within their division? Let's talk about the path the Arizona Cardinals need to take in order to make the 2024 NFL playoffs. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover the Arizona Cardinals throughout the entirety of the 2024 season, so subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about the path for the Arizona Cardinals, and obviously what we all want to see is the playoffs, right? Now, as of right now, with where the Cardinals are standing at, we're 6-4 in the division. And the beautiful part is that no matter what happens this weekend, where the Cardinals are sitting back and relaxing in a relaxing chair and also getting healthier, we're going to stay at the top of the division, regardless if the 49ers win, regardless if the Rams win. It doesn't matter. So this is what I want to talk about, the path to the playoffs. Because honestly, right now, the best path for the Cardinals to have to get to the 2024 NFL playoffs is going to be through the West. Now, is there a world where you start to see the other divisions within the NFC side, your North or your East, seeing those teams crumble down, and maybe, just maybe, there's two teams coming from the NFC West? Yes, maybe, right? But right now, with where we're standing at in Week 11, the clear path for the Cardinals to get into the playoffs is going to be through winning the NFC West, and it's as simple as that here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and bring up this NFL predictor here to kind of get us all on the same page to kind of figure out what the Cardinals need to do. Now, obviously, if it's as simple as just win, and win all the 7 games, then the Cardinals would be in a very, very good spot. But we know that in order for the Cardinals to sustain success, they need to treat every single week like a Super Bowl, right? Every single week like there might get eliminated from the playoff contention. And so far, with what we've seen from Jonathan Gannon and Kyler Murray, I do have the confidence that this organization, this culture within this locker room is treating every game as such. Now, if you take a look at the division here on the NFC side, take a look what I'm talking about here, right? You got the Lions, and then you got the Vikings, and then you got the Green Bay Packers up there. They all have very, very good records, right? You got your 8-1, you got your 7-2, and then you got your 6-3. We might be living in a world where we might truly be seeing multiple teams coming out of the NFC North in this this playoff picture, right? Now, let's take a look at the East, right? You got the Eagles at 7-2. You got the Washington Commanders at 7-3. Now, I don't know if anybody thought the Commanders were going to be this good. I sure as heck didn't. But, of course, you got the Cowboys dwindling away. And then, of course, you got the Giants dwindling away there as well. For the South, I think there's going to be one team. And I think right now it's as clear as can be. I think it's going to be the Falcons. But the Bucs might get healthier. And let's see what happens there, right? But we want to focus here on the West, right? We want to focus on the West. So the Cardinals right now 6-4. You got the San Francisco 49ers here at 5-4, and then you got the LA Rams at 4-5, and then the Seahawks at 4-5. So right now the division is as tight as it possibly can be, right? You win a game, you could probably get shot up to the number 2 spot, maybe potentially the number 1 spot, especially if the Cardinals can't take care of business when we probably hope that we can, right? So let's take a look here at this NFL predictor. Like I said, I want to go and make sure that we focus on the NFC West side, right? Just for kicks and giggles, let's look at the Seattle Seahawks and, right, let's see where they're going to land. We have the Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers, although I would love to see the Seahawks win. I think the 49ers are going to take it. And then you got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Of course, I got to give it to my Cardinals there. And then you got the Seahawks versus the Jets. I'll give it to the Seahawks there. I'll have them win that one. And then you have the Cardinals versus the Seahawks here. Being the fact that this is at home, usually what happens is they beat us here, we beat them over there. So what I'm going to say is there's a trap game for the Cardinals. I'll say the Seahawks go on a 2-game winning streak, and then they're going to be very, very excited. Then they got the Green Bay Packers. I would say the Green Bay Packers win that game. You got the Vikings. I don't know. Sam Darnold's not really looking that great as of late, but their defense is very, very good. I will give it over to the Vikings. Chicago, I'll give it over to the Seahawks. And then you got the Rams and the Seahawks here. I would say the Rams win this game. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at the Los Angeles Rams here. You got the Rams and Patriots, although we would all love to say the Patriots would win, but I think the Rams will take it. Then you got the Eagles and the Rams. That's definitely going to be the Eagles there. Rams and Saints. I guess I'll throw Rams a bone there. The Bills and Rams I got the Bills there. Rams and 49ers, 49ers. You got the Jets and the Rams. I guess I would give it to the Jets. No, I'm sorry. I would give it over to my bad. I would give it to the Rams there. I apologize. And then we got the Cardinals versus the Rams here, and I've got to give it to my boys here, the Cardinals. Okay, so now let's go ahead and bring up the San Francisco 49ers here real quick. Okay, so we got a couple already filled in. We got them playing the Green Bay Packers. I got the Green Bay Packers winning. I got the Bills beating them. I do got the 49ers beating the Chicago Bears. I got 49ers beating the Miami Dolphins. I got the Lions beating the 49ers. And then I'm going to leave this one blank right here just for obviously suspense reasons. So right now with where the standings are, the Cardinals are sitting at 8-5, 9-7, 8-9, and then 7-10. And that's without the Cardinals or us doing anything for the Cardinals as of late, right? So let's take a look here. So the Cardinals right now, I have us beating the Seahawks coming off the bye. This one is going to be very interesting. I would say the Cardinals. I want to give it to the Cardinals, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it to the Cardinals here. I do say that we beat the Patriots, so there's that. I do say we beat the Panthers, and I already have us beating the Rams and sweeping them. This last game here, take a look at the standings right now. With where it's standing, the Cardinals are 11-5 with the projection that we have, right? So either if you think the Cardinals are going to sweep the Seahawks and maybe lose to the Vikings, or beat the Vikings and split with the Seahawks, the Cardinals right now, with kind of where my projection stands, is at 11-5, and that's without this last game. So technically, the Cardinals don't need to win this last game. So maybe we might be living in a world where we might sit our starters, right? But let's say, for example, the 49ers win, and they're sitting at 10-7, where the Cardinals are still at 11-6. So the clear path to me right now is the playoffs. And keep in mind, we did not do the Lions, we did not do the Vikings, or we didn't do anybody here in the North. And I mean, completely break it down. But with how this is standing, right, with how crowded this NFC West is right now, the path for the Cardinals is clear. You got to win the NFC West in order for you to try to sneak into the playoffs. Well, I guess it's not sneak into the playoffs at that very moment, but in order for you to get into the playoffs. So I think it's simple, right? It's simple. Take care of every single game like it's your last game, like you're playing a playoff game, and I feel like everything can fall into place. I think the 49ers actually have a tougher second half of the schedule, and actually, we're not even we're already more than halfway through the NFL season. But what I'm saying is these last 7 games for the Cardinals, we have an easier path to win the West compared to your San Francisco 49ers. Because guess what? They got the Lions, they got the Bills, which we already played already, and then you got the Rams, which they are getting healthier. Unless they go on a completely crazy win streak, they might be on the outside looking in here, right, when it's all said and done. So the path to the playoffs for the Arizona Cardinals: win the NFC West. I already described a way where the Cardinals can have double digits, and if you can secure that 11 win, that Week 18 matchup versus the San Francisco 49ers, it's playing with house money, right? You can either sit your starters, get healthier, or you can play them and potentially beat the San Francisco 49ers and put a fork in their season. But ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here on how the Arizona Cardinals can actually make it to the playoffs? Do you truly think that it has to be the West or bust? Or do you think there is a world where we start seeing teams in the NFC North start dwindling away? Maybe teams in the NFC East start dwindling away and start stacking up losses? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this whole situation. As always, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going to be closing up shop. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you smack the like button and subscribe on the road to 16K, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cardinals.